I am showing you my absolute favorite self-myofascial release technique that I believe every person should do every single day. If we could get more people to do this, then we would be helping to prevent and relieve low back pain, hip issues, hamstring issues, pretty much anything that is a problem across the back line. This is going to help give you some relief. All right, so you can do this with a tennis ball, which would be about this size. So don't think you need to go get fancy self-myofascial release tools, but you also might want to invest in them if you really find this helpful. The right tool is going to help you get the right result. But a tennis ball, which is about this size, will work just fine for most of this that I'm going to show today, and is a great way to start with self-myofascial release. So the tools I'm going to be using today are these two balls, which are a little bit smaller, but I find them a little bit more effective. And these are from Rad Roller. All right, so they're really great. There is this smaller ball, and then this tiny, tiny micro ball that I think is what they call it. All right, so what I'm going to be showing you is how to roll out your feet. So the thickest line of fascia, or the thickest part of fascia in your body, is at the bottom of your feet. And this affects your back line. Let me stand up and show you. So your back line of fascia, your superficial back line, starts at the bottom of your feet and then goes all the way up the back line of your body. So if we take care of our feet and get rid of some of the fascial adhesions or relieve some of the fascial adhesions that we find at the bottom of the feet, guess what? Your whole body is going to feel better. And who the heck doesn't want that? So I'm going to show you how to do this properly, and you can follow along with me. So I'm going to start with this bigger ball to start. And like I said, if you have the tennis ball, then you're just going to bring it here underneath your foot, and this will work great. So we're going to start first by just taking the ball and going up and down across the foot. And I'm not staying in the arch, and I'm not staying on the outside. I'm just trying to kind of locate maybe where there's a little tension, a little tenderness here at the bottom of my foot. Now, number one rule with self-myofascial release is harder does not mean better, all right? So you do not need a lot of pressure here as you do this. And just doing this action is more than what most people are going to do to take care of themselves today. And so already you're starting to break up a little fascial adhesions and lengthen the fascia at the bottom of the feet. So if you find a spot that's more tender, you're gonna pin and hold. So you're just gonna stop and press and just put a little pressure. And as I said before, more pressure is not better. So just leaning into it just a little bit. And we're gonna stay here for 5 breaths. All right, so you're just gonna take 5 breaths, just breathing it in. Now I'm a yoga teacher, so I do breathe a little slower than most people. So if you find that you're breathing a little faster than I am, that's okay. Your 5 breaths, whatever you have and whatever you're bringing to the table today is super okay with me. Now after your 5 breaths, we're gonna go with the muscle grain. So the direction that the muscle is moving, where it's, right with that muscle grain. So we're gonna just go up and down just a little bit. Right at that spot, just little chugs, nothing too big, just massaging into it. And then I'm gonna go across the muscle grain. Man, that feels good. Hopefully it feels good to you too. All right, so then after that, we're gonna move up to the ball of the foot, and we're just gonna go back and forth. And you might feel some pops or cracks or anything like that. And that might also be a spot, an indication that you want to work there. So if there's any little pops or cracks or tenderness of any kind, then we're going to do the same thing, pin and hold. Just a little pressure here, just locating where it is. And then go up and down, so towards the toes, away from the toes, little chugs, just massaging it out. And then go across the muscle grain. All right, from there, If you have a tinier ball, then you're going to do this next part. If you do not have a tinier ball, then you can just massage. We're going to do the heel. You can massage at the heel with your bigger ball. No problem. But if you have a micro ball, there's no direction to it. I just kind of go back and forth. And that tinier ball breaks up. It almost feels like pebbles are in my heel or something. It just breaks up all of this, fascia that's gotten tight from all the work that it does, supporting me as I walk through my day, any kind of run that I've done, all of that stuff. You just break it up, break it up, break it up. So it's really this simple. And of course, if you do something on one foot, maybe you should probably do it on the other, right? So make sure that you do both feet. I'm just going to show you one today so this is not so repetitive. But if you just do this and you do this daily and it's part of your genuine self-care routine, I guarantee you're going to start seeing results. Some people see results from self-myofascial release instantly. Some people it takes 5 to 6 weeks of really being good about it and exploring the technique and seeing if it does work for them. But this one works for everybody. So make sure you stick with it. It's going to make you feel so good. It's one of those things I never skip. I do this every single day because I really feel it is that important. So enjoy. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Be happy to help you out. If you love self-myofascial release, I do have an on-demand self-myofascial release workshop on my website. meetmeonyourmat.yoga is where you will find that. Just click on Work with Tori and then you'll see that on-demand workshop in there. And that will take you through self-myofascial release techniques for your entire body. And this winter in Illinois, I am having a winter intensive where it's an in-person weekend of yoga, but there is 2-hour workshop on all things self-myofascial release. So if you really like to take a deep dive with me, come join me for that. That's February 18th and 19th, 2023. I hope to see you there. Have a great day, and I hope to connect with you soon.